We're less than 2 months into the year and already Samsung has unleashed a plethora of tablets upon us, one of them being the Galaxy Tab Pro. And specifically, I'm taking a look at the Tab Pro 8.4, which is geared to give Apple's iPad mini a run for its money. It's got a quad-core processor, super high resolution screen, but also features a controversial magazine UX interface. Go ahead and kick back, relax, and let's check out what comes inside the box. Today's unboxing is brought to you by LegalZoom. Hey guys, Jonathan here with TLD. Hope you guys are doing well. Now before I can review this, I gotta spend some time with it, get to know it, but in the meantime, I thought I would take you through the unboxing, show you guys what comes inside, and also give you my initial impressions after about an hour of using it. So Samsung, it appears, seems to really stick with themes. Ever since the Galaxy S4 came out, they really love that fake wood box that's obviously still apparent here. Kind of matches my desk pretty well, but regardless, let's go ahead and set it aside for the moment. Now this features a Snapdragon 800 2.3 GHz quad-core processor, an 8.4-inch 2560 by 1600 LCD display, and is also rocking Android 4.4 KitKat out of the box. So next up, we'll go to begin the undressing portion of this video, and I think ever since the Mac Pro came out, something about ripping plastic off electronics became more enjoyable for me. So we got one more stickety sticker on the front, and we have the Galaxy Tab Pro 8.4. Now inside the box, it's kinda slim pickings. There really isn't a whole lot going on. Up towards the top left-hand side, you guys have all seen this before. It is a USB wall charger. It's white, it's clean, it plugs into your wall, and it'll charge your tablet. Next up, right there in the middle is the wall charger's PIC. We got a micro USB to Type A USB cable, which obviously you can use to either charge your tablet or sync up with your computer. And lastly, there is the literature in the bottom right-hand corner. Now, it looks like you should actually just rip this open, but nope, Samsung trolled me. You actually just slide it off. Taking a closer look, you can see we have the quick start guide, which is obviously going to get you started quickly. Following that is their little shtick on Galaxy Rewards. So they encourage you to register your tablet. That's going to get you eligible for discounts, giveaways, and things like that. We then have the instructions on how to upgrade your software. So just in case you're new or you're not sure how to do that, it'll give you a step-by-step walkthrough on how to upgrade your tablet. And last but not least, the health and safety and warranty guide, so you don't injure yourself while using the tablet, but if you do, at least you know what is covered. So taking a closer look at the Tab Pro 8.4, you can see Samsung has still opted to go for that fake leather design that they introduced with the Galaxy Note 3. It's not premium by any stretch of the imagination, but I do prefer it over the old plastic design. Now that guy right there in the top left-hand corner is an 8 megapixel camera, so if you want to be that guy, yes, this guy, you have all the picture-taking tablet powers in your hands. Now on the flip side, there is a 2 megapixel front-facing shooter, so this is what you'd use for Skype and things like video chat. You guys can see towards the bottom, there are 2 stereo speakers. Right there in the middle is the USB port. And this thing is actually really light, it's 0.7 pounds. And that actually makes it just a tad lighter than the iPad mini with Retina display. So if you guys want a full comparison of these two, let me know by hitting that like button. Now this comes stock with 16 gigabytes of internal storage, but it is expandable an additional 64 gigabytes via the micro SD card slot. Now as far as impressions go, I spent about 2 hours with it last night, just kind of getting a feel for it. As you guys can see, there is the familiar swipe to unlock home screen that we've come to expect on Galaxy devices. Now on the inside, this is Samsung's brand new magazine UX interface, which kind of looks like TouchWiz met up with Flipboard. Somehow Windows Metro got invited to the party, did some stuff I can't really talk about, and voila. Here is magazine UX. Now on paper, that sounds like a disaster, but actually using it for a little while, it's not terrible. It does kind of hinder performance a little bit. There's some slight Samsung lag going on, but nothing too tragic. The downside is it doesn't look like there's any option to disable the magazine UX interface in the settings or anything like that, but I did test it out with Nova Launcher, and that actually does a fantastic job of getting rid of that just in case you absolutely hate it. Now jumping back out of the app launcher, on the home screen in the bottom left-hand corner, you can see we have quick access to Google Now, which kicks the pants off S-Voice and even Siri for that matter. Here is how you would access multitasking, so you can either close all or quickly access the task manager right there. Now as far as the pull down toggles and notifications menu, you can either use one finger to get a quick look or 2 fingers to get a detailed look at all your toggles. Taking a closer look into the settings, there are 4 main tabs, one being connection, so you can control Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, things like that. The device section will cover sound, the display. You can actually even customize your notification panel from within this menu. So you can see it's literally a drag and drop operation. So if there's something you do or don't want in the notification panel, you have the power to control that. Next up after that is the controls tab, which will give you access to control the voice control, motion gestures, palm motion, and even smart screen. And lastly, the general section will give you access to your accounts, It'll show you things about your device, so you can see this is running Android 4.4.2 KitKat out of the box, which is definitely a plus. And lastly, one of the good things that TouchWiz does bring to tablets is multitasking. So here I open up Chrome. I'm gonna go ahead and open up YouTube as the secondary app. I'm gonna go ahead and play the video, and you can see I can seamlessly run back and forth between two applications at the same time. I can browse the web, I can scroll, all while watching the video on the bottom half of the screen. So this is actually one of my favorite features on Galaxy devices. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this unboxing and impressions video. If you did and you are feeling like being awesome, make sure to hit that like button. It is much appreciated. For now, I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing prepped for the full review. So definitely stay tuned and subscribe if you haven't already so you do not miss that. And before I hop out of here, I wanna give a huge shout out to LegalZoom for helping support the channel and making content like this possible. Now, initially doing tech videos started out as a part-time hobby, but fortunately, it turned into a full-time job for me, which is awesome. But when you get to that point, you have to do things legit, and I actually incorporated my business using LegalZoom. So if you're serious and you want to take it to that next level of business or entrepreneurship, you can actually incorporate or form an LLC for under $100 on LegalZoom. Their team of legal experts created a step-by-step process which makes things insanely easy. So if you guys have been looking to do something like this but really weren't sure how, this is a fantastic option. On top of that, as a thank you for supporting TLD, you can actually get an extra bonus discount by using the offer code TLD at checkout. So go ahead and go over to LegalZoom.com. Again, that's TLD at checkout. You guys can help support the channel and get a killer deal at the same time. So again, thank you guys very much for watching. If there are things you want covered in the full review or you just have questions, definitely drop me a line down below. I do try to reply to as many YouTube comments as I possibly can. The absolute best way to get a hold of me is on Twitter at TLD Today. If you guys are curious on my setup, what gear I used, or anything you saw on the desk, that is all linked down below. Again, this is Jonathan with TLD, and I will see you guys later.